Hello, this is Naz from NB Network Lessons. Hope everyone is doing okay and safe. I am switching gear today and I'm going to discuss trunking. What is trunking in a computer networking? So that is my topic today. I'm assuming that you guys are already familiar with what a VLAN is, virtual LAN within a network. If not, I'll quickly refresh your memory. VLAN is basically a separate broadcast domain. So you say, for example, in an office, you have two buildings. One's the sales office, the other is finance office, and they can be on separate VLANs. And in this way, they will have a separate broadcast domain because you don't want to have so many users in the same broadcast domain, because as you know, when you send an ARP, when you send some sort of query trying to find another destination, broadcast can go and hit every interface or every host, which is not really productive. So, okay, so I'm assuming that you understand the VLANs. Now we're going to go ahead and discuss what trunking is. Let's say you have a switch 1, okay, and you have a switch 2. On switch 1, I have host 1, which is in VLAN 50, and I have host 3, which is in VLAN 100. All right. And then on the right hand side, I have host 2, which is in VLAN 50, and then I have host 4, which is in VLAN 100. Now let me ask you this. Do you know what Ethernet frame is? Ethernet frame is basically when this host 1 sends a Ethernet frame to host 2, okay, it's going to have Ethernet frame like this. Preamble is going to have destination MAC of this guy, source MAC address of this guy, data, whatever data this user is trying to send this user, and then CRC, which is basically cyclic redundancy check. It checks for any framing errors and so forth. So now, once this host sends frame to this, when it hits the router, okay, at that point, this host has no idea what the VLAN is, okay? So when it hits this switch basically adds another tag. It's going to add a tag in there, okay? And that tag is going to have VLAN 50. Make sense? So this switch is adding VLAN 50, okay? Then it goes over trunk, and then when it hits switch 2 will remove this VLAN 50 and send it to host 2. That's all about, that's pretty much trunking is. Similarly, if host 3 wants to send IP packet or Ethernet frame to host 4, same thing. It's going to basically, when the host 3 Ethernet frame leaves, it's not going to have anything related to tagging. When it hits the switch 1, then it has information about tagging. It adds tag in there, and then when switch 2 receives it, it basically takes the VLAN 50 tag off and sends it to host 4. There are two types of trunking. One is known as 802.1q, which is basically the standard, IEEE standard, okay? And then in olden days, there used to be something called ISL, interswitch link, which is only Cisco proprietary, okay? You cannot use ISL on Juniper, Nokia, or any other switches. It's only used on Cisco, and now it pretty much has phased away, to be honest with you. So just wanted to give you a quick lesson as to what trunking is. I plan on discussing something called Q and Q also, okay? Which is basically, which has C tag and S tag, a lot of good information coming your way. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a nice day.